Now this is the next barn find project. See if I can get her running. Don't know if I can. It's been sitting for years, but I'm gonna try. It's a nice little bike. The rear tire's locked up, front one's free. Little 80 pit bike. So let's go. Okay, so got the fuel tank off and I got the seat off. The seat, there's 2 bolts under this fender that you unscrew, whole seat comes off. And for the fuel tank, there's a bolt here on the back side of the fuel tank after you get the seat off, and there's a bolt there on the frame. Same on the other side. You pull those 3 bolts off, tank comes off, you just gotta pull the gas line off. They're laying over here. There isn't really much of the seat. So there's the air box. It's kind of cool. They made it look like a liquid cooled motor, even though that's just an air box. It's just a fancy cover for the air box. There's the carburetor. That's what I'm going after next here. All the wiring looks good. For after sitting for so long, seeing that the wiring is intact and not all chewed up by mice and stuff is a good sign, because that would give me the notion that I won't have much of an electrical problem. I'm hoping that won't be much of an issue. Ran a compression test. I'm only getting 110 pounds of compression right now, which isn't a great sign, but I think it should run. It's a oil injected 2-stroke. You put your oil in this reservoir here, put your gas in your fuel tank, and the carburetor does the rest. It looks like it's wired up, you know, for a kill switch and whatnot. So I'm hoping there isn't much here to deal with it. I gotta clean all the cobwebs and stuff off before I start working on it even more. I'm gonna leave the back plastic on for now. I don't really see a reason to take it off, because I'm focused on the motor right now. If I can get the motor running, then I'll worry about tires and chains and all that. But if I can't get the motor to go because it's got such low compression and whatnot, I'm not gonna stick much time into this. So, yep, that'll come back with some more updates in a second. Okay, so what I've found is the line coming off the injection pump. Now I looked over here, found that the line coming off of the, yeah, it's right there. That line coming off of the oil reservoir is cut. There's no line, so it made me think, well, how's the injection pump supposed to get oil if the line's cut? So I followed the input line that's supposed to go to there. It's got a bolt in it, which tells me that the previous owner of this bike just must have either mixed the gas to the ratio that injection pump was put in, or didn't know anything about 2-strokes and, you know, said, oh, we don't need oil. Anyhow, this carburetor is, alright, there's the main throttle, there's your choke. Yeah, they were seized in this carburetor. This carburetor is nasty inside. It's really nasty. I haven't pulled the bowl off yet. That's what I'm going to do now. Once I get that off, I'll show you that. But, well, one thing to note, the choke cable is fine. The choke cable's working perfect. The throttle, on the other hand, is seized. I have no input to the twist throttle up top, which means I'm going to need a new throttle cable, which isn't a good sign. But whatever. The airbox, haven't really touched it. It looks clean though, so I mean there's a benefit to that. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna get this bowl pulled apart and I will show you. So I got the carburetor part, and that is nasty. Honestly, I was expecting to see more in the bowl of this carb, but yeah, this is nasty. Gonna have to get some carb cleaner, clean out this carburetor, and see if I can get this thing to run. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Well, with how effed up this thing is, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna wait, if I'm even gonna put time There we go, focus. I don't even know if I'm gonna put time into this to get it running. I gotta build the bumper for my truck still, and I think I'm gonna focus my attention on that. So I think I'm just gonna put this thing back together for now, and it's just gonna have to sit for a while longer. It's gonna have to. I'll get back to it at some point, I think. Just right now, I do not have the time to get this thing going. And so I'm going to end my video here. This will be making a comeback in the channel at some point here once I have the time and the funds really to fix this thing up, because I feel like I'm going to have a lot of money into this if I can buy it, because it's still technically my grandpa's machine. I was just kind of taking a look at it for him, see what's up, and kind of give it a once over. And it'll be his final decision to see if we're going to put money into it to get it running, or if he's just going to scrap it. Because the rear brake, that rear tire is locked up completely. It's seized completely. It only has first gear. I cannot get it to go into any other gears other than first gear and neutral. And the front brakes are seized open. So the front, I have no front brake, and the rear brake is seized on. That one's seized open, so it doesn't. I have no brake up front. That one's brake all the time. It's a mess. It is a absolute mess. And with the shape of this carburetor, the shape of the everything, you know, which makes me think, is, did they cap it off because the injection pump stopped working? Which there's a big amount of money. If the injection pump stopped working, then this thing's pretty much fucked. And with how long it's been sitting for years. So I think I'm just not going to put any time into it. I think I'm just going to end it here. So that was it. Especially with it having such low compression. And what I was told is that it was ran out of oil at one point, and it almost melted down, which is telling me that the top end's pretty much well fucked. So there's that. So I think this is going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll be doing a lot more of these repair videos every once in a while when I can. See ya.